Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And let me start off by wishing everyone out there a very Merry Christmas, even though it is only Christmas Eve. And look at the clouds in the sky. Nothing showed up on my weather app at all about this. Radar didn't show any clouds in the area. And all of a sudden, I said, well, it's chilly. I looked at the temperature, and it was only like 45 degrees out. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to take a nap right here after lunch. So I did. And then what did I find when I woke up? Well, look at this. Things are wet. And it's still sprinkling out here. And it was hailing out here. Actually, I heard it because it was bouncing off my van. I guess you can call that Van Halen. Oh, me and my puns. Anyway, it suddenly got really warm out here when I got out here because, ta-da, got a fire going in the fire pit. Yeah, this is old firewood I found laying in the desert that somebody had come out camping for the weekend and didn't burn all their firewood. So why not? I'll use it to add a little heat to the place. And a little while ago, I was hoping to show you there was little hail drops bouncing off of the swing sofa here. But the heat from the fire has melted it all. And right now we get a break, but everything out here is all wet. Not enough to register anything in the rain gauge, though. Unless it was a really dry rain, because there's just a little dust in the bottom of that thing. Anyway, I did go into town today. I've been calling every single day to Home Depot. And finally, I got the answer I was waiting for. And the answer is about to be disclosed to you as soon as I walk on down to the breezeway. Everything's closed up over here because of the rain and cold. I wanted to keep the heat inside of the greenhouse. I didn't want to open it up and let it out. But I did get my Concord grapes. 2 of them. And they look pretty healthy. So I was going to get those transferred into the soil. But then again, the rain came. And this is one that I had put in last year. And it never took. It was at a different location. And when I pulled it up from the other location, the roots on it looked a little bit on the healthy side. And I said, you know what? I'm going to put it back in the soil and see if it takes. Because grapevines, it can be tricky on you. As long as there's spring flecks in the stem, it's still alive. And they can go into a dormant state and remain dormant for a while. Now, Concord grapes are a little trickier. They like a freeze at least once in the wintertime. They like to get at least one good freeze in. But you can trick them. And I did this once before when I had a rental in Santa Ana, California. And the guy had been trying to grow a Concord grape for years, and he couldn't get it to do anything. And I said, well, let me give it a try. So I went across to the local store, and I bought 4 bags of ice. And I packed it completely in ice. And I let it sit there until the ice melted. And about 2 weeks later, all of a sudden, there was a bud popping out of it. Go figure. It just wanted to get cold. It never gets that cold in Santa Ana, so it never had a chance. So it got cold, and all of a sudden it said, hey, finally, it's springtime. Time to wake up. Let's go. So every year, I always did that to my Concord grapevines. But haven't been able to get these to take out here. Now, I did have one that I had planted outside originally when I first moved up here. And actually, it was before I actually moved up here. I was still setting things up, and I had planted it over there by the chicken coop and by my little post there with the bird nest on the top of it. And it took right away. I mean, it just boom, right away. And I came up a week later, it had big leaves on it. And then I came up another week later, and it had grapes on it. And I said, wow, this thing is really loving it out here. I came up the next week, and the thing was stripped clean. There was no bark left on it, and it was totally stone dead. There were no roots left on it. And the stupid little ground squirrels, and anybody wants to know why I don't like these desert ground squirrels, they had completely devastated that thing. And I walked up around the other side of my containers up there where I had started my orchard, and I had about just under $400 worth of fruit trees up there, all dwarfs, and I was looking forward to having some good fruit on there, and they all had fruit set on them. But not that, when I got back that time, they were all devastated too. Those little ground squirrels, once they can find a source like that, it takes them just a couple of days to completely kill everything. And they're too stupid to stop at just saying, well, let's eat a little bit now so it grows back and then we'll have some more. No, they just kill the thing completely. And I'm sorry if I sound aggravated, but I am. I hate those little buggers. And that's why I've got this wire on the floor through all of my greenhouse and my grow house and everything, so that they can't come up from underneath. Because I had a couple of grow boxes like those out there, and I had planted vegetables in those, and yep, come back in the next 1 week away, and there's just holes in the ground. And I don't mean holes dug down from the top. I mean they came up from underneath, grabbed the thing, and pulled it down through the bottom. Oh my God, what an aggravation that was. To see all that money go to waste and all that time and effort and just gone in an instant. So yes, if I see ground squirrels around here, they meet their fate. Anyway, let's get past all of that. I wanted to show you that stuff and show you the rain and the sleet and the snow and Van Halen. Okay. Yeah, I looked out, took a little nap. I looked out the window, and what did I see but water drops on all of my solar panels. And I said, oh, must have sprinkled out there or something. And then all of a sudden I heard the tick, 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 tick on the roof of the cabin. And that was roof hailing. But here's what we got out here. Just some water. So my panels are clean. That's a good thing. No sun today, but my batteries are still bouncing between 12.9 and 13 volts because of the amorphous panels. They're still picking up the ambient light out of this overcast sky. And for Rita, your mountains have got snow on them. I watched that start earlier today. They were completely engulfed in clouds, and then all of a sudden I saw the clouds move a little bit, and there was white all over the mountains. So yep, your old stomping grounds got some snow. I hope you're doing okay out there in OK, and we'll be seeing you soon, I think. Anyway, that's all there is for today's video. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up down there, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you all for being there. And thank you all of you people who have given me well wishes and sent me the Merry Christmas and Happy New Year wishes. Thank you very much. This is G-Bear signing off for now.